content creation, and AI. Experience ultimate gaming performance. Get optimal efficiency. Streamline your content creation. Simplify your setup with Thunderbolt technology. Multitask with 3D performance architecture. The performance you crave with the efficiency you need. Intel Core Ultra desktop processors.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tech and Tactics. It is so nice to be here today with all of you. I see so many familiar names in chat. Hi. For those of you I don't know, my name is Trisha Hirschberger. I have been a tech and gaming focused content creator for the last 10 or so years, and still am doing that thing. The last time I saw all of you on this channel was probably Intel Live. Before that, you may have seen me on Intel Plays, Intel Creator Challenge, but it's great to be back. And today I will be your host for this stream. So chat, how are you doing today? I see Swolverine is already about that goodie bag. I get it. We're going to have giveaways today. It's great. We're not only going to have giveaways, we're going to have some hardware insights from other faces and names that I know you're already familiar with and hyped to see, because I've been sitting here in chat during the countdown as well. So today we're going to get hardware insights for the new Intel Core Ultra desktop processors, the successor to the Intel Core processors, and then also Intel Arc Battle Mage GPUs, plus some giveaways. You can call them goodie bags if you want to. We're going to have some gameplay. I know a lot of people were already guessing what that game might be. I mean, they probably have told you. I think CarQ tweeted it out. We're playing Marvel Rivals today, so you're going to get to see a little bit of that as well. And yeah, it's going to be a real good time. So buckle in. Of course, everyone in chat, you are part of the conversation, so we want to hear you throughout. Now, there will be giveaways today, like I said, where there's going to be Intel swag prize packs throughout, and of course, a hardware grand prize that I will tell you a bit more as we get a little further into the stream. Now, at this point, I know you all want to see who else is joining me on stream today. So let's go ahead and bring in my newest friend and streamer, CarQ, and a friend I've had for a good while now, Alex. So come on into the stream, everybody. Hi. Oh, we've got CarQ
Good morning.
Stream. Alex is here. Welcome. I mean, CarQ, I feel like everyone here already knows you're an awesome streamer and creator known for Overwatch, lately a little Marvel Rivals, and your Twitch channel's hopping, your YouTube is great. But is there anything you are particularly excited for the viewers to see today?
Particularly Marvel Rivals today on the new PC that Intel has graciously sent me, firing it up on the new GPUs and the new CPUs. I'm excited to show that off because anybody here who's played a lot of Rivals knows the game is requires quite the engine to kind of run, and this thing is optimized for this game specifically as well. So I'm excited to show that off to everybody.
I think it's going to be awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know we will see you back here in just a bit, so I'll let you get ready for Rivals. And yes, we will see you back here in just a moment. Thank you, CarQ, for being on the stream today. And then, of course, this next guest needs no introduction on this channel. Alex Hoyos is the go-to guy for anything and everything Intel. Seriously, Alex, you are my phone a friend whenever I have Intel questions. I'm so excited. We get to do this together today. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I'm very lucky to be your phone a friend, which is a great honor. I am doing great. I am very happy. For you guys who don't know me, I'm Alex. Like Trisha said, I've been at Intel for a couple of years as an engineer, and then slowly transition all the way to be able to be with you guys. So I'm very excited to be here and talk about all the things that are our hardware and tech.
It's going to be awesome. And yeah, you're here on this channel 2 days back to back right now. So thank you for taking the extra time to tell us all about Intel's latest tech. Is there anything in particular you are excited for viewers to see in action today?
Well, there's a lot of things that I'm very excited to actually get to see, like this pairing between when we have our CPU, our latest CPU that we're going to be talking about here in a minute, and also our latest GPU. Both of them, we get to see them together and see how they whiz, and also get to see CarQ actually get a. I mean, I'm a Rival Marvel's fan. I'm a very beginner, if that's a proper English, which is probably not, but I'm a beginner. But I like to hear all the tips and tactics that he has there for this and how does he play. It's a great game. So I am very excited about all the things that we're going to be covering today.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Now, Alex, before you and I get too deep into the tech talk, I would love to start our first giveaway for chat. I know everybody's very excited about it. So let's go ahead and announce our very first giveaway. Our first giveaway of the day today is an Intel Swag prize pack. Ooh. This giveaway is open globally, and all you have to do to enter is type Intel GG in chat. And I believe that might be Command Intel GG. So mods, please clarify in chat for us if it's Command Intel GG or just Intel GG. But get those entries in, and good luck, everyone. So
That's
go ahead.
awesome.
You
You
can
get
enter
a
all
chippy?
throughout the next couple segments until we announce a winner. But it's going to be a great time. Woohoo! All right.
It's pretty excited. You get a chippy and a nice bag. So that'll be pretty cool.
I love the chippy. That's amazing. Okay, so Alex, let's go ahead and lay it all on the table for everybody. Let's talk the Intel Core Ultra 200S series desktop processors. Now, when we talk about the new Intel Core Ultra desktop processors, we hear that this is Intel's first ever AI PC for enthusiasts. Let's break down what that means.
Yes. So, well, let's step it a little bit further back. This is the first time we have a processor that is multi-tile, and we have gone from monolithic. So think of it like just one Lego block to several little pieces of Lego block put in together. So in this little pieces of block together, we have the CPU, which is, well, we have one block that is the CPU. We have another block, which is the I/O. So the I/O has all your input and outputs. That's what I/O stands for. So you have your SATA, PCIe ports, everything like that. Then you have your system on chip, which actually, when you were talking about AI, in there we have something called an NPU, neural processing unit, which is an accelerator for large language models or AI workloads. So we'll talk a little bit more on that. And then we also have the GPU, which, GPU is graphics. And this is the first time we have a built-in GPU that actually uses the Intel Xe architecture. So we're very happy about that. And going back to your first question, what does an AI PC mean here for the desktop side? It's like, yes, we have three different accelerators for those types of workloads. So we have the CPU, we have the GPU, and we have the NPU. So for example, the neural processing unit, what it does is actually takes all these workloads, for example, of screen removal, your sound, all that stuff, and actually takes it away from your GPU and does it actually in those type on the NPU. So that way you can actually dedicate your GPU just to what you want, right? Just for gaming. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with that. Depending on the workload, you will go either in the NPU, GPU, or CPU, and the software will figure out which one is more optimized to do that. So that's one of the reasons that we call it AI PC for enthusiasts, because it has a lot of things, and also this is the first time we actually see it up here on the desktop.
It's awesome to have it on the desktop, and I'm glad that you brought up, taking some of the workload off your other components, because I do think a lot of folks right now hear AI and are a little AI resistant, especially in the gaming space. So it's nice to think about these kind of outside the box AI use cases that could specifically benefit gamers. When we talk about things like lower temperatures, right? When we talk about it running a little quieter, it running a little cooler, less power consumption, that's all really great. But exactly what you mentioned, behind the scenes work offloaded to the NPU. We think about things like background removal, audio optimization, auto framing, maybe. It's great. And
Exactly.
what are some of these
eye
kind
tracing,
of...
Yep.
Yeah, eye tracing, exactly. What are some of these kind of behind the scenes workload offloading, that we can have for creators too? So for gamers, it's optimizing our games, but for creators, there's a lot of benefit too for streamers like Karku.
Yeah. So for streamers, as you were talking about it, like before, we were saying about, like you said, audio and background removal. So a lot of those are great examples, and these are just the first examples that we have right now. The first examples of workloads. So right now, it's a little bit. Right now, we're in that stage of a little bit of the chicken or the egg, right? In order to move ahead on these different types of workloads and see all these advancements in technology, we have to have it's kind of like we have to build the hardware and then the software. and so forth and so on. So right now we're in the part that we have developed the hardware there to enable the software to come in and bring in more. So one way to think it is a little bit of future proofing, right? Because you're going to be able to, okay, you have the highway now. Now let's build the super cool fast cars that actually could drive on it in there. So like you mentioned, like this is these types of workloads, for example, for CarQ, like the background removal, the audio optimizations, and so forth and so on, are kind of the first cars that are going to be driving on the highway. But as we move throughout the next years, the cars are going to get even better and faster, and there's a lot of things we're going to be able to do. So that's pretty exciting on what we're going to be able to do in the future.
And I gotta say, I'm thrilled that these first cars are also giving us things like faster AI-based video editing, image rendering,
Yes.
and also for creators, I gotta shout out that we've got newest gen Thunderbolt technology out there to support all of your cameras connected, your displays, your drives, just some really great stuff coming out of the Intel Core Ultra desktop processors. So now let's shift gears and talk about the Intel Arc GPUs that have been making such a splash all over. People are really excited about having a reasonably priced option that's capable of things like realistic lighting, 1440p, 60 frame per second gaming, and really nice graphics and visual fidelity. Part of this is possible due to Intel XeSS technology. So let's talk about that for a moment and how that works.
Okay, sure. That's a great topic to cover. So when we have what we call the Intel Arc series, the B800 series, this is actually our second generation of Arc discrete GPUs cards. So first we had the B700 series, which is known as this is Battle Mage, and the other one starts with Alchemist. Sorry, a little brain spasm there. So we have Alchemist, which was the first architecture, the first generation, and then we had Battle Mage, which is the second one. And actually here on Battle Mage, or the Arc B800 series, we have XeSS2. And XeSS2 is a new collection of technologies that actually help us, especially for the gamers and other workloads too, to be more involved, to have a better performance. So for example, XeSS2 is divided, not for example, but XeSS2 is divided into three different technologies. So we have XE, which is frame generation, we have XE, which is super resolution, and we have XeLL, which is low latency. So let's go back to the beginning. So XE frame generation, or FG, it helps you improve the smoothness when you're gaming. So what it does is, in your queue, when you're doing the rendering, when the frame that is about to be projected into the screen and the frame that is being rendered, in between them, we're adding a new frame in there to create a little bit things smoother when you're doing the gameplay. So you're adding one more frame in there to improve smoothness in the game. This is all done through different types of AI-based interpolation that we use, and all the types of training. So for example, if you're playing role-playing games, for example, you're playing, let's say, like a Final Fantasy or something like that, this type of technology is great for you, right? Because it's going to improve the game smoothness and actually the look and feel of it. The next one that we have is the XeSS Super Resolution, which delivers high resolution frames by using low resolution frames, motion vectors, and an amazing AF scaling model. So what it is when you're rasterizing the image at a lower resolution, you're able to bring it at a higher resolution without stressing or taking too much power by power, I mean not the actual power, but like performance out of the video card. And then, of course, the last one that we have is the XE low latency, which we're trying to do is reduce the amount of time that from an input from your keyboard gets translated into the screen, right? So if you're playing like esports, first-person shooter, Marvel Rivals, that latency is very important to be reduced because you want to make sure that all the inputs that you're giving to it are being translated into the game, and you don't get punch or hit in the head or something. So those are very important, and those are kind of the major technologies that we have in there for Metal Mage, which is XeSS2. One thing that I also want to include in there is we have the XMS engines that do a lot of calculations that help us enable actually a lot of these technologies. So if you have XMX engines, thank you, XMX engines in here, you're able to have, for example, the frame generation in there, and also you have all these different capabilities. So XMS engines is very powerful cores that will help you with all different types of workloads. So these are kind of the basics when it comes to the XeSS technology.
Awesome. Well, thank you for explaining that so thoroughly. I know some of the AI technology that is built into these Intel Arc B series GPUs also helps out with creators too, in terms of twin media transcoders to help save time and export videos quickly. So much fantastic technology built in specifically for the gamers, the streamers, the creators of the world. And Marvel Rivals, as you mentioned, is a great example of this technology that we'll get to see in action really soon. But first, I think, Alex, we should pick our first giveaway winner. What do you think?
Yes, let's do that. I think this will be great. We can do that right now.
Let's do it. All right, let's see if we do. Our very first giveaway winner of the stream today is Willow Bard. Congratulations to Willow Bard. In chat, you won an Intel swag bag. Congratulations, my friend. Woo! All right, now we do have even more great giveaways coming. So the next giveaway, we'll kick it off right now. The keyword is Command Arc, so ARC, like these beautiful Intel Arc GPUs that Alex and I were just waxing poetic about. So use Command Arc in chat to enter for a chance to win. Again, this giveaway is going to be for another Intel swag bag. Go ahead and enter in chat. Good luck, everybody. We're going to be back in just a moment with CarQ, but first, let's check out this quick video. All right, welcome back, everybody. CarQ is here with us again. We couldn't leave you out of all the fun tech talk. So Alex and I, we've been doing this hardware deep dive. You've actually been getting to play on this new hardware. And so I guess let's start it off with kind of a very generic, in overall, what is important to you in your PC hardware?
To me, definitely the GPU and the CPU, which are obviously the main drivers. But the underrated thing that you actually touched on, Alex, earlier, was that because this GPU runs so efficiently, it's a little bit quieter. And one thing that I didn't really notice was going to be a problem when I first started was actually the fans whirring really loudly in my microphone when I was ever recording a video or streaming and talking. It genuinely becomes like it's like a vacuum running in the background. So that's one of the underrated things. And obviously just the game running smoothly when compounding it with streaming software, which tends to eat up a ton of bandwidth or resources on the computer. And just running so many different programs to have your chat open, you have to have all these different softwares. So those to me are probably the most important things to nail, to have a good experience while streaming.
Well, your stream always looks beautiful. So I was personally curious what your setup looks like. Are you a one PC streamer? Kind of how many cameras do you have? Fill us in on the details.
So I use one PC right now, which was actually handpicked by another Intel rep, Marcus, that I know Alex is very familiar with as well. A couple of years ago, a good friend of yours as well, right? So I am running an older generation PC. I'm running the 12th gen Intel CPU. I think the 12900K. I do have an RTX 4090, but everything here is a little bit older. I have the DDR4 RAM only running at like 3200 megahertz. So I'm a couple of years old, and this PC and the tech that I'm going to be playing Rivals on is a lot more spruced up, to say the least. I do have the spec list if you'd like me to share that actually with the chat here.
Ooh, yes, I would love to hear the build you're going to be playing on today.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to be running Rivals on the new Intel Core Ultra 9 285K desktop processor, the new Intel Arc B580 12 gigabyte GPU, and this honestly is the craziest price to performance. That's the term we use. Is it price to performance or dollar
Yeah.
dollar to performance?
You're right. Price performance.
Yeah, and one thing I want to point out is that I may have like a more enthusiast card, but people think you need like the top of the line to start creating and start streaming, which is false. Not everybody needs to break the bank right off the get go to get started, and this is an unbelievable option for what it's doing. I mean, I'll have the gameplay for you guys to see afterwards, but it is chugging and doing fantastic, and I can also show off the XESS. The super sampling is one of the settings here. When I was messing around on the new machine, that I was like, oh wow, like you can actually see the resolution, the super sampling, excuse me, XESS. There's a lot of XESS. There's the LL,
Yes,
you're saying, Alex, and I was getting a little
it's
a lot of
trust me,
acronyms.
I have a cheat sheet in front of me because sometimes it's like, wait, which one is this? And I get confused, and so it's pretty. Yeah, you're doing a great job, man.
Yeah. So I'll show that off in a moment. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say,
I'll keep going.
you got that DDR5 upgrade today, right?
Yes.
I do, exactly. DDR5, a modern, a newer top of the line motherboard by MSI, the Pros Z890. Got some nice coolers in here. The Be Quiet light loop. It's very pretty. The Corsair 850 watt power supply and a nice deep cool panoramic case. Should I show the computer off really quick? Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes. What a tease is that? Should I show this computer?
Should I?
I don't know. It's so pretty.
It's a little dark in here, but you can kind of see it when around. I have to go on my mobile phone here to kind of get right here. Got some. You still hear me? Some LED, RGB.
Yeah,
You're not a gamer without RGB, right?
Oh, RGB brings you so many frames per second, like FPS improvement.
It gives you, yeah, exactly. Definitely for it gives you more frames. It lets you play better. You're gonna hit all your shots. Here's the front of the case really quick as well. Yeah, never miss again.
I wish that were
RGB.
true. I would be so much better at games like Overwatch and Marvel Rivals if that was true.
Wait, you're not saying that's true? That might explain a lot on my side, though.
You don't have enough RGB in yours? We know what to do next. Gotta add some more lights, just like even in your room too. Although I will say both your backgrounds are very nice and professional. I definitely am in a little bit more of a moodier kind of place right here with a lot of blue light, purple lights and stuff. But yeah, the specs are great.
Yeah,
no, dramatic ambience for a dramatic streamer like myself.
I love it. So can you walk us through a day in your life as a full-time creator? Like, what does that look like, and what do you use your PC for on a daily basis?
So I forgot if I mentioned I am on a single PC, so everything runs on one thing. But you know, when I wake up, coffee, right? Can't go. Always need a little bit. I have one right here. I may have just woken up not too long ago. I came back very late. I had a delayed flight last night, and I got back at like 3 or 4 in the morning, which was a little rough. But I'm feeling great now. So wake up, coffee, and I immediately hop on my PC and I sort what I need to do from a video perspective. So I am a streamer, but I'm also like a big YouTuber. I actually consider myself more of a YouTuber first before a streamer, although that's kind of like used interchangeably. I don't like to use the word influencer. I love the word content creator because I am creating content on so many different platforms.
I agree.
And running. Yeah. The only thing I'll influence people is how to miss their shots because I'm just going to be whiffing when we play Marvel Rivals. But I guess with all this RGB, I will never miss a shot again.
No.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, I'll hop on, try to make sure all of our schedules on all of our 4 YouTube channels are kind of aligned on what we do. I'm in touch with my team. Some of them are in the chat right now. They're kind of messing around a little bit.
Hold on, not 1 but 4 channels. Man, no wonder
4 channels.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah, 4 channels, 4 YouTube channels. You know, the all the other like to be a almost said influencer, a content creator, you have to be on all platforms: Instagram,
that's true,
TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, multiple YouTube channels, then on Twitch, which we're obviously live on right now. And just making sure I'm sorted and I have all our content scheduled. If I need to do collabs, I have to make sure I'm in contact with my guests as well, because a lot of the big kind of videos, the big time videos are the ones where work with other creators in the game, whether that's Overwatch or Rivals, and we do some collaborative content. Make sure that's all sorted. And then afterwards, I'll start stream for like, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours. And then afterwards, I'll do some more work and on the videos and just make sure we're aligned. So it's a pretty busy work week, but I love it. I love it.
Only 6 to 8 hours.
It's great to love what you
props.
do.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
you rely very heavily on your PC,
Absolutely.
on your support
Yes.
team who you communicate with through this PC. Now, I know that the system you're playing on today that's full of brand new tech is still pretty new to you. I mean, a lot of this tech is pretty new, so it's new to really a lot of people who have it. But so far, how are you feeling about this processor, this GPU, this combo?
I'm genuinely very impressed. Even before doing this, I had heard of, the Arc series through the grapevine, but like I never really had a chance to actually like play and test on the device itself. Like it's one thing to just hear chatter about it like you guys, but it's like another to hear like a genuine, I guess, like playing it itself and like hearing like a testimonial from someone who would probably actually use this. Like I would genuinely, like I was looking at how this thing was chugging on the game, and then I tried to run one of my editing softwares as well, Vegas 22, and it was pretty butter smooth. I had no complaints. The one on my main, like I don't know if it's like a software thing, even on my main computer driver on the daily, it has like a lot of issues where like sometimes the rendering would bug out. But I think Alex was saying something about like just like the way like the rendering can go with like the modern AI technology on their GPUs and on their CPUs, and you can actually render with either or. When I tested it, you can either choose to render with new processor or use the Arc GPUs, which was very, very cool.
Yeah, which is a great point that you bring up, like because you're comparing a platform that is about 3 to 4 years old, and then you mentioned like one of the main things that you see right there is just that you can call out right away is the RAM, right? So you're going from a RAM that you said is around 32 3200 mega transfers per second to now to the minimum, which is 63 something around mega transfers per second. So you're doubling the amount of speed that you have in there. And the good thing and the cool thing about memory is it not only improves the performance of your computer when it comes to gaming, but it actually, when it comes to pretty much to everything that is related to compute. So content creation, rendering, everything. So you're getting like more out of that platform just by going to the DDR5. The other cool thing, just quickly, sorry, I'm a geek and a nerd.
We love it. This is why you're here.
I know.
This is perfect.
Also, the cool thing that you're talking about rendering, and this new platform and this new processor, we have improved so much when it comes to multi-thread performance. We have the E-cores that, even though for some reason they're called efficient cores, and they are very efficient, but compared to the previous generation, to the 14th gen, which is actually 2 generations after yours, we have gone about around 32% improvement when it comes to multi-thread. So when you start rendering, maybe later on when you start doing some stuff, I'm kind of curious to see how big of a performance change you see that, because that's one of the big steps that we have seen when it comes to multi-thread. So yeah, I mean, overall as a platform, from what you have in your system, which is still amazing, to the one that you just got, there's a lot of different, like the technology has changed so much from, what was that, Thunderbolt 3 all the way to Thunderbolt 4 now, and Wi-Fi, what was that? Well, what was before 6? This is a code G, Wi-Fi, or to now to Wi-Fi 7. So yeah, there's a lot of changes that have been going on, and it's pretty cool to get to listen to you like, oh yes, I did get to see these changes from one thing to the other.
Yeah, no, and I'm serious. One more thing I forgot to touch on.
Please,
really quickly, was the when you mentioned the P and E cores, I actually realized I was using Windows 10 the whole time on my main computer, and that may be one of the reasons why it's much slower than this new machine when I tried testing the rendering, because it is Windows 11, which I heard 10 is losing support by the end of this year. Everybody has to move to 11, and like these Intel CPUs are very well meshed with Windows 11 with the P cores and the E cores and all that kind of stuff, right? So
yeah, just actually, that's a good point to add. So what it is like Windows 10 knows there are different cores, and Windows 11, like, okay, there's different core. Windows 10 knows you have several cores. Windows 11 knows that you have different flavors of cores. So that's how it's like, okay, maybe this workload is going to go here, this workload is going to go there. But for Windows 10 is like, well, I just have 20 of this kit, so I'm just like, here you go. But Windows 11 is like, okay, You're better at soccer, so here you go. You're better at basketball here, and so on and so forth and so on.
I will say, as someone that was very reluctant to move from Windows 10 to Windows 11, I have now been on Windows 11 for probably the last 5 or 6 months with no complaints. So, CarQ, I wish you the best of luck in that transition. But honestly, you're talking about how much better this new system looks and seeing it in action. And I feel like it's time for all of us to experience that and see it in action with you live right here on the stream and see how this new Intel hardware stacks up for itself. I think it was 4 double in chat. It was like, I can't wait to see what this looks like. So I think it's time. I think we should do that. But before we get into the gaming and do the live test, CarQ, I'll give you some time to set that up and I guess get in the zone. I don't know. Do you have to get in the zone before you jump into a match?
I like to pretend I do, but realistically, no. But I should be like doing some wrist exercises because keeping, healthy ergonomics and making sure I don't get early carpal tunnel is probably the more important thing at this point.
Okay, great. So while
this will
you
be
do
my
your
warm-up.
wrist exercises and set up Marvel Rivals for us, I feel like we should announce our next giveaway winner. So good luck to everyone who already entered. And the next giveaway winner is, and I love your Twitch name, Doritos Potato Chips. Congratulations, Doritos Potato Chips, on your win of the Intel swag bag. Ooh, ah. And just like we did last time, we announce our winner, we celebrate you and thank you for being here, and then we'll announce our next giveaway because we want to keep the giveaways rolling all stream long. And as Alex mentioned, these swag bags, they have a little chippy in them. You get the cool Intel branded bag. What else is in there, Alex? Do you know?
Actually, no, I don't know, but I do have a chippy over here. So
Yes,
this is the little guy.
I have one too from last time.
Yay!
Wait,
It's a
wait,
chippy
I got
chippy.
it. I have a tiny guy. Oh, hi.
Oh, you have the little one. It's in. Hi, friends.
Yo, wait, that one's
Hi,
cute.
friends.
That one doesn't flop
Everybody
over
get
on
your
on your
chippy.
shelf, does it?
Okay, so
That's
if
awesome.
you
This is awesome.
also want to be part of the Cool Kid Chippy Club, make sure that you enter this next giveaway. You can enter this next giveaway by typing into chat Command Core Ultra in chat. Command Core Ultra. We're talking about these awesome Core Ultra desktop processors. So Command Core Ultra will get you entered to win your very own Chippy plushie, like everyone was showing off here on stream. Good luck to everyone. So exciting. All right. Now, CarQ, we all want to see this technology in action. We also want to see you play Marvel Rivals because Alex and I have said you're much better at this game than the two of us are. So we're really glad that you're the one demoing this tech today. Oh, Alex, I love it. Oh my God. Oh, see, now I got to get out my Alex. What are you doing? Hold up. Hold up, dude. All right. We're in. We're in.
All right, are
and
we
we're
in
ready
game?
to go.
Oh, we're in. Cool. Actually, before I even hopped in a game, I'm not sure how does this look, guys. It looks a little blurry, right? And that's because I have Intel XeSS, but I put it on the absolute zero sharpening. So this is like the before if you have it at absolute minimum, right? And if we crank up the technology, even if we put it at native and put it at 100% super sampling, can you guys see the difference? Like, look at this little bot over here.
It looks so nice.
Right? That's very nice. This is with it off. When you just crank it all the way down.
Okay.
A little blurry. The text is good, but the details are not very good at this distance. But this, put it up. Damn, nice and crispy. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing a little bit of Loki. I'm a Loki main. If there's any
Okay.
Loki players and Marvel Rivals over here, are you guys Marvel fans?
Oh my gosh, I don't
No.
know
Marvel
if
fan.
you looked at
No, I'm not a
Alex
Marvel
right
fan.
now.
I'm not a Marvel
No.
fan.
Alex
Never
got
heard of them.
some fun collector stuff, so I had to pick mine up too.
Oh, perfect.
We're just
Very
chilling
cool.
over here. Don't mind us.
Yeah. Wait,
A lot of
what's
cool
Marvel
characters,
again?
but yeah, never heard of them.
The Gorax says that shield is awesome. Thank you. It's also very heavy, so I'm going to put it down.
Is that the
we can
one
say real
from
vibranium, but-
What If?
Mhm. Yep.
That's
that's a
awesome.
Captain Carter
That's an
right
awesome
there.
shield.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, I see the Captain
take this
America.
off.
Oh, somebody else locked in Captain America. already. You had the Iron Man mask on, right?
Yes.
Could play
Yes.
Iron Man, but I'm not very good at it. I'm gonna play the evil Loki. Or is he evil? I don't know. Maybe he's just misunderstood.
I mean, isn't that always the story with Loki?
Yeah,
He's misunderstood.
I think so.
He's
He's just a misunderstood guy. Just a little mischievous.
just like Alex, misunderstood.
Hervanog Rabbit says Loki's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
Can I ask a beginner question? So there
Yeah,
are
go ahead.
different types of characters, right? Like you should be like a tank, you should be a range. Like what is Loki?
Correct. Loki is a support. So in this game, they call tanks the vanguards. They call the damage heroes the duelists, and then the supports are called strategists. So I don't know which kind of role kind of speaks to you. Do you like to support the team, or do you like to dish all the damage, or you want to just like absorb hits for your team?
I smash buttons, so I guess I'm more of a.
Wanna smash
is it a
buttons?
vanguard? I'm like that. I want
might
to
like
do the
Thor.
damage, I guess.
Yeah, Thor's a very
Thor?
high
Yeah.
damage dealing tank. Yeah, you might like Thor, but I'm playing Loki, who's a support character or strategist, where I can put up little clones, like a little mischievous person, and then I can also copy one of my teammates as well. So I'm in game. Game's running smooth. We have a Hela, which is I think Loki's brother. We have a Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. We have Captain America over there. We have an Iron Fist, but not Netflix's Iron Fist. We have,
I was just gonna say, ooh, Iron Fist.
yeah. So
No, it looks
this hero's
really
all about
smooth, though.
putting multiple, yeah, really smooth. Multiple heroes. Sorry, multiple clones, excuse me, is Loki's entire shtick. So like managing all your duplicate mirror images. There's a Wolverine on me, a little Logan over here. He is a little low. Need him to leave. But since I am a strategist, I
Wolverine
need to be
is one
healing
of
my teammates.
favorites of all time.
Yeah, I love him in the movies. In this game, anybody who plays Rivals knows how annoying it is to play against the Wolverine. Like,
Now,
you love
why
him in the
is he
shows
like-
or the movies, but
Is he too strong, or I mean,
me?
he sounds like he's like a Thor class, right? Like a vanguard. Or
no, he's actually, well, he actually has, he's actually classified as a duelist, but sometimes, like, the roles are a little bit muddy. Like, there are some duelists that kind of play like a tank, and there are some, like, for example, Mr. Fantastic. And Wolverine's kind of like that. He has a lot of HP, but a lot of people hate playing against him because he is, what's known as a tank buster. So he does more damage specifically to higher health targets, which is very annoying if you're a tank main, because he just does percentage-based damage instead of like a flat value.
So I guess would you call that like a great character for beginners? You know, 'cause you have a lot of
he's-
health. Or what
Yeah,
would you recommend
I would-
for a beginner?
For a beginner, it's a good question. I would actually
Do you have a beginner
say,
support that you would recommend? I usually
Oh,
play
yes,
support
sure.
because I don't want my teammates to get mad at me, so I prefer to just stay in the background and heal everybody. You know, like when I'm playing with
right,
randos and not friends.
right there. I'm gonna actually no, that's not her. There's a support Cloak and Dagger, which I would say is very beginner friendly. Sorry, I'm like trying to like talk while trying to stay alive right now.
Do
So
what
actually
you gotta
I
do.
turned into her briefly as Loki, because Loki's ultimate is I can copy anybody, because you know I'm the god of mischief,
that's
and I'm
awesome.
I'm a
I didn't know
trickster.
that.
So I just copied the enemy Invisible Woman's from Fantastic Four, Sue Storm. Which is over now, but for supports, definitely recommend Cloak and Dagger as like a starter support, and then for a starter, what did you say, Alex? You just like to just smash into enemies, right?
Yeah, I'm like the Thing or Hulk smash.
Hulk smash, yeah. Maybe not so much a duelist, but playing a Vanguard for sure to like non-stop go in. Maybe the Thing or the Hulk or what's his name?
Thor.
Did I say Thor? Sorry, I
Koji Natsu
realize
says
it's a
Venom's
lot harder
super
to-
fun and easy to get into.
Venom's okay. I feel like he's a little bit more difficult. He's got a lot of like movement. He swings around kind of like Spider-Man, so you have to have a good grasp of like the maps and a bit of knowledge like
Okay.
that, which may not be too beginner friendly. So maybe to fit Alex's playstyle, Thor or the Thing, but an actual genuine beginner friendly tank would be probably Doctor Strange or Groot. I am Groot.
Yeah, I'm seeing love in chat for Groot, for sure.
Yeah. He just puts up walls nonstop, so the enemies can't walk. It can cut off we call line of sight, which is a little, which is really nice. All right, we won the first round. There's one more round. It's a best of 3. We won the first map, right? No deaths.
Nice. What mode are you playing right now?
I'm just doing a quick match right now. Not competitive. Competitive would be very long because you have to like play both sides. Quick match is probably the best for the time we have. Well, luckily, we queued into a very fast game mode where it's just you just have to capture the central point. It's a 6 versus 6 game, so you capture the central point and then you have to hold it for I think 100%. You'll see it on the top middle. The round hasn't started yet, so there's like 23 seconds left. You see a little blue tick beside the 22 seconds. That's our team. We've got the first round. Just have to win 2 out of the 3 rounds. And yeah, I think some people were saying Jeff. Oh, Jeff for the other support as well. That's right. I can play a different one. Cloak and Dagger was the other beginner recommended one, and then Jeff the Land Shark. This guy's very loved by the community because he's a cute little shark. Look at him, and then you can just. Yeah, let me turn up the volume if you can hear. Awesome. His name is Jeff. Yeah, I didn't know much about Jeff until the game came out, but he is in the comics. Where's the in-game voice volume? You have to hear what he sounds like. Dad. You hear that?
Yes.
Yeah. So you heal your team by just shooting out a stream of water. You can throw out some bubbles to heal them as well, and if you need to get out of okay,
that's it. I'm playing as Jeff.
Danger.
I'm gonna play as Jeff.
Yes, Jeff is a fan favorite. If you need to get out of danger, you just hop into your bubble.
I love that he shoots.
Except I play Zero Jeff. He does, and then the other easy support is probably Rocket Raccoon from not Fantastic Four, Guardians of the Galaxy, and then this one's like the most popular support in the game, Cloak and Dagger. If you're familiar with them, I wasn't familiar with them in the comics or whatnot, but they're a couple where you can swap forms.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah. I'm not acquainted with these heroes, so it's kind of cool to see them here for the first time. Whoa,
Yeah, that's Venom right now. We are Venom just happened right there.
I am so amazed at how well this is running with so much happening on the screen. Like, I was reading an article recently where the devs for Marvel Rivals had mentioned that one of their biggest challenges using Unreal Engine 5's Chaos Destruction and Lumen Global Illumination system was to create these, like, super awesome destructible environments without being too hard on the CPU and GPU, because then, you know, gamers wouldn't get a good experience. So
we can do that right now. I can break the environment right now and just see how that would. Okay, I'll pick. Let me go back to Loki after because he's the best at breaking the environment. Oh wait, so if you press this button, you can see what's destructible in Unreal 5. So anything that's kind of highlighted like this is breakable map environment. So if I just do this long enough, I think it breaks. This hero man. Oh, there you go.
And it's pretty cool because I mean when you break stuff, when you started to do all that things, it's a lot of physics calculations, right? There's a lot of calculations inside, and that's why they made about how is it going to impact the CPU, the GPU, and who's doing the calculation. So that is a great feat.
Yeah, it's really smooth. And when you have these like fast-paced battles, especially in online PvP environments, a frame drop or a bit of lag does make you less competitive. Like that can lose you the match.
Yes. Easily. Oh, absolutely. It is a big gripe with this game, but so far, like I'm streaming this to you guys. It's running smooth, which is using like computer resource to be sending this the signal to this Intel live stream right now too, which is like what I'd have to do when I obviously stream. To the audience, and it consumes a lot of resources. It really does. But right now, so far on this machine, like it's pretty butter smooth.
This is awesome.
So that's
Has anyone?
That probably explains.
I want to see Doctor Strange in action. Has anyone been playing a Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I can swap to him after. So he's actually the one that would. Yeah, actually, I'll let you say it. I feel like I know where you're going with this one.
No, go ahead. We're both on the same wavelength here. That like he's the one that would break the game because your GPU has to render 2 scenes at the same time when he opens up a portal.
Exactly.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna do that right now and demonstrate. Yes. So one of Strange's shticks. Right, here we go. Watch this. Opening a portal. I can do this. Place the portal. So now the game is. I just opened a portal onto the other side of the map. So it's rendering this
Look at
section,
that.
but look at it.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
notoriously very laggy if you run this. Like, that's been the joke in the community. But right now, I can tell you right now, I've actually not experienced a single frame drop, which is actually kind of crazy to say.
Yeah, this is out of control. Thank you for showing that off. This was like the one
Yeah.
thing that I was really hoping we'd get to see live.
Mm-hmm.
I see people in chat saying you've never seen Doctor Strange, and if you mean in-game, it may be because people's hardware isn't optimized to handle it.
Okay. It is 99%. They've captured it a little longer. We might have to win. I'm going to go back to my main hero because I'm trying to win this round without it going to another round right now.
Yeah, I was reading that the devs actually recommended Marvel Rivals players on PC who want the best performance possible in this game to use the latest Intel CPU and GPU, which is super cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I mean, that talks. I mean, we're just trying to make sure that the experience of the game, and that's why you have to work together with the developers. Like, how do we get that great experience to the gamer, to everybody else out there? How we can improve the code, the hardware, the implementations. How do we can work together to bring that great experience to the gamers? Because at the end of the day, that's what we want. We want this, be able to have smooth, butter gameplay and just to have a great time, enjoy.
Right. You don't want that hurting your experience. It is very frustrating as a gamer to just experience a laggy game, and it's like just something on the scene can't render fast enough, and it's choppy. In a game like this, where like milliseconds and precision is so important, like it is a top priority for gamers playing FPSs, especially like this, where this would be a TPS, a third-person shooter, not a first-person shooter, but same thing.
Yeah.
Shooter game.
Hero shooter.
Hero shooter, correct.
Karki, when you're playing, I guess this is just like this is not. I mean, this is an easy, quick match. Do you look at the other players, what they pick, and do you choose what you want, or do you just go with what you? I mean, from a strategic point of view, it's like, oh, this guy picked Vanguard and then support. I guess I should go as something else. Or, like because it's a quick match, like it doesn't matter.
Since it's a quick match, I don't really think too much about it, but generally in competitive, I will have to consider that. Yeah, my team is running, what the enemy team is running, I'll make swaps accordingly. The biggest, sorry.
No, get it. Focus.
Yeah, focus. Don't worry. We can wait.
One of the biggest weaknesses of my main hero Loki is two heroes: Winter Soldier or Bucky, and Moon Knight. I think there's a couple of shows. I think there's a Moon Knight show, and I think Winter Soldier's in the last Avengers. Yeah, because of the way they work. Since I have so many clones up, all their stuff kind of Moon Knight's abilities ricochet off my clones, so having extra bodies is kind of bad. And for Winter Soldier, aka Bucky, this is the only game where like people call them by their like first names from the shows and the comics. Like I played a lot of other games and nobody ever calls them by like their lore, like story written names, except their like hero names. So it's kind of funny how it works that way. In any case, Winter Soldier's ultimate ability, he like can reset off if he gets a kill, and when your clones count as a body and they don't do anything, so like he'll just like do it to keep on resetting his ultimate, so he continuously does it. And anybody who plays Rivals will always chant his signature line when he resets his ultimate. I'm sure somebody will start chanting it pretty soon. It's very iconic because the voice actor who did a great job. And he yells it with such vigor. Yeah, it's again.
I love.
Yeah.
I really
as soon
like
as he gets an ultimate and he kills somebody, he'll yell again nonstop, and it's awesome.
I do see Jet for Sale and Pengus Anonymous in chat have both said again in chat.
Yep.
Well, actually, now that I look at Loki and that he's able to copy whoever is on, from the enemy team or for any hero, that means that you as a player pretty much need to know how all the other heroes play and abilities.
Correct.
And so
he is considered one of the hardest supports to play for that kind of you need to have all the hero knowledge, and you have to read the situation right, whether you want to copy another support and use their defensive healing abilities, or if you want to copy an offensive ultimate and just start, pumping out damage, depending on the situation, how many people are alive, what's coming out. Okay, we won. Nice. I went 25
Yay.
kills,
Good job. 23
3 deaths,
kills.
26 assists.
This is
That's pretty
perfect
good,
timing because Karku and Alex, I want to pull you back in. Out of the game for a second. We'll get back into Rivals, but for right now, I want to pull you out of the game just to get some reactions on what we just saw. If you had any favorite moments, either gameplay related or hardware related. For me, it has to be the Doctor Strange portal. Thank you, Karku, for showing that off. Alex?
Yeah, I was gonna say the Doctor Strange, the being able to dual render, but also Karki's ability, on with Loki, right? As we were talking a minute ago, is like you need to know pretty much the whole roster of heroes in order to be able to use it correctly. So those two are kind of my favorite things.
Very cool. Karku, favorite moment from that little bit that you got to show us?
I'll be honest, I did not test Doctor Strange's portal on this GP. I was actually afraid. I know you mentioned, I was like, you know what? I trust this. I trust the hardware, and I was genuinely impressed because I am like, when I say this is not like a scripted answer. Like anybody here who plays Rivals knows, and I mean, you read it in an article because like people experience the frame drops when this Doctor Strange portal comes up. I was worried for a moment, but I put it up and I'm like, wait, oh, we're good. It was actually the best part for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was absolutely awesome. And for anyone in chat that was asking again about the battle station that Karku is currently playing on, it was the Intel Core Ultra 9 285K desktop processor and the Intel Arc B580 12 gigabyte GPU. I saw some people that were like, "Wait, which one is this? It looks so good." So that's what you were playing on today. And I have to imagine that as Marvel Rivals keeps updating and keeps adding new things to the game, it will continue to get more intense on your hardware, don't you think?
Yeah, they're always going to be adding like a lot of new characters and new abilities to render and all these new special effects. It is a 6 versus 6 game, which means 12 people on the battlefield, a dynamic moving map, breaking parts, and every hero, 12 heroes plus 4 to 5 abilities each. So 60 visual effects potentially all at once with the map reconstructing. We played a map where you can destroy the thing, but there's another map that like literally reconstructs and breaks apart as it goes on. So it's a really high tech hardware kind of required kind of game to be played optimally. But so far in that example, like it was butter smooth.
And I love that you can get this on hardware, like that experience that we all just saw and that you just got to play with Karku. You can get that hardware at a reasonable price. Alex, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. And one thing that I want to say is like you have an Intel Core Ultra 9, but you can also do this with an Intel Core Ultra 5, and that way, for depending on how it's even more affordable and a great pairing with the current the 580 that you have there. So it is pretty cool. One thing that I kind of forgot to mention earlier is like these processors have been power optimized. So the other day I was watching a review online, and it's like they just had like a regular cooler. You don't need like this all-in-one or a 360 radiator cooler to do that. No, this guy is actually with a regular air cooler, or just you still can go full custom loop if you want. If you want to do a 360 radiator all-in-one if you want, but these guys are definitely optimized for power. So like you were saying earlier, Karku, noise and fans, it definitely comes at a good, I guess at a good price, for like a better word.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nobody wants to watch a stream where your PC sounds like a spaceship taking off in the background.
Yep.
That's never
the worst
fun.
is if they have like a noise gate and it's quiet for a second, then they speak, and then you hear their voice, but you hear right going on at the same time, and then it quiets down because the noise gate kicks in again. Yeah, no.
It's true.
It's quiet in here. I have two PCs running here. This one and my main one. And I mean, how do I sound right now? Like you can't hear anything. Right?
Sound great.
Yeah.
Nice and quiet.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound great. No complaints. Alex, I know we are running out of time with you, my friend. Are there any final thoughts you want to share with everybody before we have to let you go for the day?
First of all, I would like to thank to be here with everybody in the chat. Win with you, Karku. Win with you, Trisha. It's great to see you guys and to meet you guys. It's an honor to be here. Second, Yes, we have these amazing hardware parts for you guys. So keep keeping them in mind. The other thing is we just launched like a month or and a half or so ago the SKUs that are not for overclocking, just a regular SKU. So these ones even more power savings. These are 65 watts. The other ones are rated 125 watts. Well, yeah, I think that's 125 watts. But it is great to see a professional game player to completely destroy or show us how things are done. So thank you so much for being here and appreciate you guys. It's great always to see you and everybody.
Alex, it's the best getting to talk tech with you anytime. Electric Yoshi says, please don't leave us, Cosplay King. And I can't help but agree. Thank you so much for your fun energy, for all of your great insights today. You're the best. Where can people find you online?
People can find me on actually at Intel Live. We do have a show every other week. So actually just look out for Intel Gaming. That's when we publish when is our next game. Next game. Well, yeah, next game and next show is going to be available. So those places you can find me at Intel Gaming. So we're here and Intel, twitch.tv/Intel, which most of you are. So those are the places you can find us.
Perfect. Thank you, Alex. You're the absolute best. All right, everybody, I know Nightbot already spoiled the giveaway winner for us, but just to officially announce it here on the stream, our third giveaway winner for the day is Ruru2. Congratulations, Ruru2, on your winning. And honestly, congrats to all of today's winners so far. And thank you, as Alex said, to everyone for watching the stream so far. Again, GG's, Ruru2. GG's everyone who won today. Folks, Intel's latest ultra-core desktop processors and Arc B series GPUs clearly proved their mettle in today's live gaming test. Now, you can find them available now online or in a retailer near you. But the fun is not over yet. We still have more gaming coming up with CarQ and one more giveaway. And this giveaway is a biggie. Today's grand prize giveaway winner will receive an Intel Core Ultra 9 285K desktop processor and an Intel Arc B580 limited edition graphics card. Whoa is absolutely right. So if you want to enter, you have to tune in to CarQ Stream following this show. So we're going to keep it going. The party is going, but I need y'all to get on in that chat and make sure that you enter. Now, little disclaimers, if you are selected as the winner, you need to answer the moderator. If you do not answer the moderator, they'll think you don't want the prize and have to re-roll it, and that would be a super bummer. So make sure if you enter, you respond to the moderator if you are chosen so you're not re-rolled. Also, this grand prize, I have been told, is open to Canadian residents only. So to our Canadian friends in chat, the best of luck to you, everyone who's here today. Make sure that if you're eligible, you enter the giveaway. Good luck to everybody, and thank you for being here. This is where I will say goodbye as well. My name's Trisha Hirschberger, or That Girl Trish, if you're looking different places online. Thank you all so much for watching. This has been so much fun, and I hope that I get to see you soon with more tech chats, more gaming, more giveaways, and now, again, stay tuned because CarQ's got even more Marvel Rivals coming your way. Bye, everyone.